Hello, and once again, thank you for watching my videos. Today, we are here with Luke Billman. He's with New American Funding, been in the mortgage business for about 25 years now, which is about the same amount of time that I've been in the real estate business. So hopefully we both know what we're doing these days. Now, what we're gonna do is address what I call the elephant in the room. Luke, you say that right now is a good time to buy a house. Tell me why you say that.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you for having me here. So, the Mortgage Bankers Association believes that rates, which have come down to the lowest level in a year, will go down a little bit more, but not a lot more. And so when rates continue to go down like they are, even a little bit more people that are sitting on the fence will most likely go out and start to buy and drive up the demand on the houses that are out there.
Makes sense, supply and demand.
Correct. So you have less expensive money pushing people off the fence who are wanting to buy. And so the demand goes up, and so of course if there's demand, the prices will go up. And right now inventory is up too, correct?
That is correct. Saw some figures from the National Association of Realtors about 3 months ago, and at that time, inventory in Madison County was up about 34% from where it was the same level last year. And 34% is significant. It's a third more.
It's a lot.
So the buyers have got a lot more to choose from.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Now, also, Luke was talking about prices going up. A big part of my business is new construction. Virtually all builders are doing buyer incentives. Now, I've seen them on the $350,000 house. I've seen them as much as $10,000, and which makes a big difference. Now, Luke, tell me how you've seen some of your people using their buyer incentives.
So let me explain what a buyer incentive is. So
Please do.
Just in layman terms so people understand that. And that just means your seller, your builder, is offering money to pay some of the closing costs or all the closing costs and or fees that are associated with buying a house. And many times they'll use those seller concessions, the buyer, giving money, credit to the buyer to buy down that interest rate. And there's several ways to buy down the rate, but that's another way a person can get a lower than market rate right now with these seller incentives, which will most likely decrease as demand goes up, correct?
That is correct. Now, also, I've had it come up before where somebody comes up and says, I'm a cash buyer, so I don't need those closing costs. Okay, get washer, dryer, refrigerator, window blinds, anything that doesn't come with the house. You can use those incentives however you want to. The builder doesn't care. He's just going to give you $10,000. You can do with it what you want.
That's a good point. One other thing I want to bring up too, if people are sitting on the fence right now to buy a home because where mortgage rates are and they don't want to miss out in case rates drop dramatically in a year, whenever they close on their home for the next 5 years, our company, we keep most of our loans that we finance, the bulk of them. We will do a no lender fee refinance for 5 years after closing, and then we may pay for some more refinance costs if rates drop and it makes sense for the borrower. So it's like the borrower has this great insurance policy and great benefit. They won't miss out on lower rates, and they'll probably, if they buy in this macroeconomic, I call it that, good time to buy, probably get the house at a good price, and if rates drop, that they can take advantage of that lower rate in the future.
And that's very important. Now, let me point out that not all banks and mortgage companies will allow that. So it's significant to know that you can refinance in 5 years. And I mean, let's face it, in 5 years, that's a long time. Interest rates will probably drop some at that point. So you just choose your point, you refinance and it costs you way less than it would with a regular refinance. Am I correct?
That's correct. A refinance does not have as many costs as a purchase, but there are some costs associated with that, just normal everyday costs. And let me put this in here too, so people make sure it's clear. There's clarity. We guarantee that we'll waive our fees for 5 years, and maybe pay some extra fees too if there's in there. But beyond that, if a person wants to refinance, and they still can. I mean,
Oh yeah.
as long as they have the loan, they have that option. But that's a good question, Steve, and it's an honor to share this stuff with you on your channel.
Well, it's an honor to have you here. And Luke, I want to thank you for all this wonderful information. And if anybody wants to call Luke to ask questions about mortgages, what's your phone number?
It is area code 843-670-9676. Call me anytime. Shoot me a text. 843-670-9676.
Okay. And if you have real estate questions, my number is 601-942-2683. Thank you for coming, Luke. It's an honor.
Honor to be here, Steve.